Hey, Soul Food family, welcome to Crossing Bridges with Ray. I am Ray, and I believe that our toughest journeys often lead to our greatest transformations. This podcast is a sanctuary for anyone navigating life's difficult terrain, whether you are healing, growing, or simply trying to make it through the day. From my own path through darkness to discovering resilience, I have learned that sharing our stories creates connection and it creates hope. So join me as we explore how to not just survive our struggles, but to use them to build bridges toward a more authentic and powerful life. So today, I want to talk to you about the quiet power of gratitude. Gratitude is actually the next step in the process. So we started off with silent meditations, then we went to guided meditations, and now we are in gratitude. And not that we are done with the meditations, this is all a part of a process for you to get to building that powerful relationship, not only with yourself, but that powerful and intimate relationship with God. So let me read you a quote. There is a stillness to a life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy. I've got one more. We often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude. Just let those two things marinate, those two quotes marinate as I go on with this episode. As I was saying earlier, we started with silent meditations. Then I added guided meditations, and now we are in gratitude. I have been working on creating an ebook with some journal prompts and things of that nature so that you can get into the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is so powerful, but for me, and this might be how you feel now, for me, when I first started this, I just didn't believe any of this. I really didn't. It was such a foreign subject. The same thing with the meditations, like I told you in earlier episodes. All of these things, I know that I speak about them very fluently, very authentically, and things of that nature, but I just want to reiterate that they were very hard for me. My mindset was all the way to the left, and to get here, it took time. It took practice over and over and over and over again. And so I don't want you to think that I'm telling you these things and that it was super easy for me, because it was not. None of the things that I'm sharing with you were easy for me. And I really, honestly, I didn't start with meditation because meditation was very hard for me. I started with gratitude. I had a gratitude journal. I was saying gratitude affirmations, all of these things, and they just really weren't resonating. I was doing them because I wanted to feel the way that I feel now. But what I'm saying is that in the very beginning, it was extremely hard for me. So if you are feeling that way, I just want you to know that this is how you're supposed to feel. If you are a negative Nancy like me, if you are somebody who is, depressed and, just thought more in darkness than in light, then this is normal. Okay. And all I'm telling you and promising you that if you keep up the practice, one day you'll look back and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for this parking space. I'm so thankful for, the sunrise or the sunset. I'm so thankful for the raise that I received. I'm so thankful that my, son got good grades. It's just going to be a part of you. But in the very beginning, it was not a part of me. It only became part of me when I did the practice, when I did the work. So I just want to put that out there. So there are a couple of things that I want you to think about and to do and to commit to doing. So I'm just going to give you some examples, okay? I'm going to give you just two. So I'm not going to give you a whole bunch, just two examples. So this is the first one. It's the morning moment, okay? So before you even get out of the bed tomorrow, try this. Take 3 deep breaths and think of one simple thing that you're grateful for. Like simply. You don't have to think too much about it, but just think of one simple thing that you're thankful for. Maybe it's the warmth of your blanket, or that you woke up without an alarm, or even just that you have another day ahead of you. Please don't overthink it. Just notice something good, however small, and let yourself feel genuinely thankful for it. This takes about 30 seconds, but it can completely change how you step into your day. Okay? So that's one example. First thing in the morning, your morning moment. Okay? And so the second example would be a gratitude pause. I do this all the time. It's just part of me at this point. We all have those moments when life feels overwhelming. When work is piling up, when someone cuts you off in traffic, when your phone won't stop buzzing. The next time you feel that tension building up, try this. Stop whatever you are doing for just 10 seconds. Look around and find one thing that works well. Maybe that your coffee is still hot. Maybe that the sun is shining. Maybe your favorite song just came on. Just acknowledge it with a simple thank you. A simple thank you. These tiny pauses can bring you back to center when you need it the absolute most. Okay? So those are two simple things. Like we're talking about 30 seconds for one, 10 seconds for the other. I'm not asking you to do anything astronomical, okay? And so this week, I'm challenging you to what I call thanks before sleep practice, okay? Thanks before sleep. It's simple, okay? Each night before you fall asleep, name 3 different things that you're grateful for. They don't need to be big or important, just very honest. The key is that they must be different each and every night. By the end of the week, you have acknowledged 21 great things in your life that might have otherwise slipped by unnoticed. Share your experience in our community, like share it under this episode, or better yet, send me a message about how it changed your perspective, because I want to know, I want to be involved. Remember, gratitude isn't about ignoring problems. It's about making sure you don't ignore the good that exists alongside them. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to remember something important. Healing is not linear, and every step counts, even the ones that feel small and tiny. I want to thank you, Soulful family, for sharing this time with me. I will be back next week with another conversation from my heart. Until then, practice gentleness with yourself and trust your journey. This is Ray, walking alongside you every step of the way. Thank you so much, Soulful family. Until next time.